As we move into the next stage of workplace investigation practice, we need to recognize that investigations are not conducted by machines. They are conducted by people, and people are influenced by their physical condition, emotional state, psychological responses, and cognitive limitations. This brings us to the area of advanced human factors. Traditional investigation approaches often focus primarily on facts, evidence, and procedures. While these elements remain essential, experienced investigators understand that the quality of information gathered is also affected by the human condition of everyone involved: the complainant, witnesses, respondents, and even the investigator themselves. Advanced human factors requires investigators to move beyond relying on intuition or personal impressions. Instead of simply asking, "Does this person look truthful?" or "Does this person seem suspicious?" investigators must understand the science behind human behavior. Stress, trauma, fatigue, memory limitations, and cognitive pressure can all influence how people communicate, recall events, and respond during an interview. In this section, we will explore several important areas that help investigators better understand human behavior during the investigative process. First, we will examine trauma-informed interviewing. This approach recognizes that people who experience traumatic events may not always remember or describe those events in a clear, chronological way. Their memory may be affected by the way the brain processes stressful experiences. Understanding this allows investigators to ask better questions, avoid unfair assumptions, and create an environment where more accurate information can be obtained. Next, we will discuss the importance of exercising caution when interpreting demeanor. Many people believe that behaviors such as avoiding eye contact, appearing nervous, or displaying unusual body language automatically indicate deception. However, scientific research has shown that these behaviors often reflect stress, cultural differences, personality, or the pressure of being interviewed rather than dishonesty. Effective investigators learn to separate emotional reactions from credibility assessments. We will also explore memory science and recall limitations. Human memory is not a perfect recording system. Memories can change, become incomplete, or be influenced by later information. Understanding these limitations helps investigators evaluate evidence more fairly and prevents the mistake of assuming that minor inconsistencies automatically mean someone is being dishonest. Finally, we will examine cognitive load and stress indicators. Interviews require significant mental effort from both the person being interviewed and the investigator. High levels of stress, fatigue, or emotional overload can reduce a person's ability to provide accurate information. At the same time, investigators must also be aware of their own cognitive limitations, especially when managing complex cases or conducting multiple interviews. The purpose of studying advanced human factors is not to make excuses for inaccurate information or unreliable testimony. Rather, it allows investigators to understand why people behave the way they do and to design a process that produces more reliable evidence. By integrating principles from psychology, neuroscience, and human behavior, investigators can conduct interviews that are not only more effective but also more fair, ethical, and defensible. In the following sections, we will explore each of these human factors in greater depth and examine how they can be practically applied during workplace investigations.